What it do, man? It's your boy Young Block from around the way. I know it's been a couple days since I uploaded y'all a video, but I had a lot going on. Plumbing, like I had a water line bust. Like, yes, it's been real crazy. So that's why I ain't been up here. I jumped on y'all today to tell y'all about this book. I told y'all on some other reviews called The Fifth Assassin. A little $4 book. Boom. It's by Brad Meltzer. It's The Fifth Assassin. And it's got a lot of truth in there. Like, you can learn a lot out of books. You can get a lot of information out of books that you normally wouldn't find on the internet, or you might not be taught it up in school. But I learned about a lot of assassinations and why these presidents was assassinated. It was 5 of them. The first one, they had Abraham Lincoln. At the beginning of each one, they tell you each quote from each president. Okay, this what Abraham Lincoln said. He was asked the question, "What will Miss Harris think of my hanging on to you so?" Mary Lincoln asked, holding her husband's hand. "She won't think anything about it," Abraham Lincoln replied. Then was the last words Lincoln spoke before John Wilkes Booth put a bullet in his brain. Okay, so we know that happened just like that. But what's shocking is, like, they go in these chapters, they go into detail about the underlying stuff that happened that they don't teach you in the history book. And the Knights of the Golden Circle, they had some information about them in the Copper Ring. I guess it's their counterpart, their opposition. And they was using symbols and playing cards. George Washington ordered, like, what they say, 72 decks of playing cards in like a week or something like that. He was going real loony with them because at first it was the king, knight, and knave. Like, people just be playing cards and spades and all that, but they don't even know the detail of really what that stuff stands for, because back in the day, they wasn't nothing done without any purpose or reason. They wasn't nothing done. So they were speaking in symbols, and it was a real reason. Like, the church represented the King of Hearts, like, and I forgot what the spade. I think them might have been the knaves or the knight. I don't know. I'll get to that. But my point is, man, y'all must need to start reading and getting information. We in a serious time right now that you just need to sharpen your mind, which reading does, and get prepared, because you're going to have to be sharp. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to be the currency in the new future, because money eventually is not going to mean nothing. But anyway, let's get back to the book. Okay, this is the second president, James Garfield. He was assassinated. And his last words was, "I thank you, doctor, but I am a dead man." And that's what he said to the doctor while he was being treated on the floor of the train station where Charles Gaiato, however you want to pronounce it. That's who shot him in the back. And you'd be wondering, like, how they get that close to the presidents. You know what I'm saying? Because they was in one of them orders, one of them clubs, secret societies. But when you get information, some of us you gonna be like, dang, man, once you start getting on the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom and understanding, man, it gets pretty deep, and like you'll never be able to look at your life the same. You'll never be able to just drown out the truth of what's really going down. Cause it's always there. I'm trying to fast track to the next part of the assassination. We're getting close. Bear with me. Boom. Hold up. See, this is the picture of one of them ancient playing cards. That's how they was. They had a phoenix on it, and all that stuff was symbolic on it. All that stuff. It's pretty cool. So people don't understand all these games at the beginning had a significant meaning. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, if you look on the king and look, they call him the suicide king, but if you look closely, his sleeves don't match. So he's not stabbing himself or committing suicide. He's being stabbed by someone else. Someone so hidden, the king can't even see him coming. See, how the heck, we wouldn't have even got that. We couldn't have got that knowledge. We wouldn't even notice that. We'd have just thought, oh, we playing some regular old cards. So the spades kill the hearts. The spades. Hold on, I'm trying to get back there. Look at that though. Okay. The hearts was a sign of the church. The diamonds were arrowheads, representing vassals and archers. Clubs were husbandmen or farmers, and spades were the points of lances and therefore represented the knights, and by extension, the king. Other save vigils was just inventing a game, or that the symbols were a key to the knight's true loyalty. End quote. Continue. But there are a few who insist that the Vigilance, when he was forced to choose between church and king, used cards as a vehicle to deliver hidden messages. I'm lost. The message to whom? To his fellow knights and the others who he'd eventually entrust with his secret. And just like the pyramid on the dollar bill with the all-seeing eye, the designers didn't just pick random symbols. They selected things for their meaning. So yeah, we basically got that now. So now y'all know, man, this is not just bull jive. This ain't just something I pulled out the head. Them was excerpts from the book because I'm reviewing it. It ain't my book. I don't own nothing in it. Okay, I think this the third assassination. Boom. It is useless, gentlemen. I think we ought to have prayer. President William McKinley, his eyes half closed 6 days after he was shot by assassin Leon Czolgost Zglas or something. He was the third president murdered in office. See, in school, they didn't tell me nothing like that. They didn't tell me nothing about these assassinated presidents. I think it was a one-sided view, in my opinion, if you want me to give you my opinion about it. Oh, and then they had in this book, boom, you see that? That's a map with a pentagram, and that pentagram represents the cult or these secret societies who sold out to Lucifer. And they operate in that pentagram. They safe as long as they in that pentagram, because that's where they, do their rites and rituals, and that's where they found portals and stuff where they can commune with these demons through their little rites and all that. Just like if you read in the Old Testament of the Bible, where Yakub or Jacob laid his head on a stone, and then he seen angels and demons ascending and descending the ladder. Well, no, saw angels ascending and descending. God forgive me. Yeah, not demons, but he probably got a look of them. Anyway, so I like the book. It's a little $4 book, man, and it's like packed with knowledge. It don't cost you nothing to go seek out some knowledge, put something on your mind. And they got a lot of facts in there, intriguing facts. Like, it'll help you out. I promise you. Like, they teach you how to do stuff like if you read military books, how to infiltrate stuff. I mean, it's just different things, whatever you would deem valuable to yourself and your mentality that you can exert from it. But every book has something you can exert from it, except for I don't do that fantasy, all that bull jive, that artificial nonsense where it's like, oh, we got gargoyles. I used to be into stuff like that, but man, bump that. I like real talk and true, because you can only put so much information in your mind in a lifetime. So why the heck would you want to put some nonsense in your brain? But anyway, here's the former president who was shot, President John F. Kennedy. Dang, I liked all the Kennedys, but I didn't like the fact that someone was Catholic and Jesuit. Okay, it says, last night would have been a hell of a night to kill a president. And that's what he said 3 hours before he was shot. He was the fourth president to be murdered in office. Okay, boom. We're going to go ahead and fast forward to the fifth one. We're going to go ahead and fast forward to the fifth assassin. This fifth assassinated president. Then I got to ask you something. Okay, boom. We at the fifth assassination. And I thank y'all for bearing with me. Y'all like, share, subscribe if y'all feeling how I be rocking and feeling how I'm dropping these jewels and gems and music and just my everyday life. What I feel I should let y'all in what parts of my life I entrust y'all with that I don't even entrust my friends and family with. What I don't got no friends, I call them acquaintances, because the prophet ain't welcome in his own country. But yeah, so the fifth person to be assassinated was President Orson Welles. He was joking around 2 minutes before the gunshot was fired. Didn't you ever hear what Queen Victoria wrote to her daughter? And what was that? What Queen Victoria write to her daughter? It's worth being shot at to see how much one is loved. So basically, it's worth to die and then to go up in the spirit world and to see how many people really love you. And that was 2 minutes before the gunshot was fired. But the question I gotta ask is, like, how did all these people know? These presidents seem to have known that they was gonna get shot or die soon. Because them like last night was a hell of a night to kill a president. 3 hours later, you get shot, and then Abraham Lincoln was like, when his wife asked him about what was such Miss Harris thinking about me hanging on to you, he said, she won't. Because it ain't gonna matter. He knew he was gonna die. And John Wilkes put the bullet in his brain. So I'm just saying what I found in books throughout my time of reading, because I used to hate reading. I didn't read until I went to juvenile, and then I started seeing stuff and picking up patterns and seeing like stuff in this book really happens in real life. I mean, you don't base your whole life unless you got a straight fact book, straight biography where it's got fact in it. I started to notice that they got things in place and they operate in different ways. Like it's stuff going on that your average human ain't aware of. And I don't want to throw it all out there. I don't like throwing information out there senselessly, especially the people who I don't know if you deserving or not. You know, I only got a few subscribers, and I'm thankful for them, and I hope they like, share, and subscribe, and pass on. But I don't even know what I was about to say. I just lost my whole train of thought. Oh yeah, but there's a lot of knowledge out there. You gotta seek it out. That's what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna give it to you. You can go seek it out yourself, and then you'll be thankful that you went and sought it out. And nobody didn't just tell it to you. Because usually when people talk to another person, they sitting there yapping and going on, and the other person's, acting like they're there, but they're not there. They're ensnared in their phone, or their thoughts are somewhere else, and they be like, heck yeah, dang, that's messed up. Or, just some little base response. And so if somebody was giving you all this knowledge, you're not going to sit there and take it in unless you went and sought it out. You was like, oh, I'm going to see what's up with this. I'm going to read a few chapters of this book. And after a few chapters of that book, you get hooked. Because, they be like, yeah, man, this and this going down. It starts off smooth. They're going to tell you the setting and all that. And then they going to ease on into it. But once the first string of action come, it's a wrap. Anyway, man, if y'all interested, man, go get Brad Meltzer's Fifth Assassin. Go check that out. It's your boy Young Block from around the way. I'ma hop up off here. I gotta bust some moves, but you already know. Yeah.